Hi everyone, I've just done a video about the universal credit system in the UK because obviously it's crashed. I mean, the government have said, oh well, you have to go and apply for universal credit, and obviously this system that is not fit for purpose anyway, can't cope with the amount of people that it gets on a daily basis anyway, has now had hundreds of thousands of people flood into it today, to the point where, as I've just shown, people are going online to the universal credit system and seeing stuff like this. I mean, this is just the queue to register as a universal credit applicant. 76,628 people. This is real. I've seen others with 30,000, 40,000. This is happening right now. And obviously it's happening, and they've had a month, 2 months to prepare for this. They knew it was going to be a problem and they haven't done anything about it. And now tens of thousands of people up and down the country who are worrying about, where their next meal is going to come from, where their next bit of money is going to come from, that they can buy milk. They're logging onto universal credit and the system's crashed. Because lo and behold, it can't cope. I could have told you that myself. Any number of people could have stood up in the House of Commons in the last month and gone, yeah, the universal credit's not going to cope with anything that you put on it. Anybody who works in universal credit could have told them that. But no, they went ahead with it anyway. No, you got to universal credit, that's what you got to go for. And the result is this. 76,628 people in a queue just to register for universal credit. I want to ask a question here, not just of my audience, but also of any government officials who might see this. I actually know that a couple of politicians watch this. How long before people get their electric cut off? How long before their gas is cut off and they can't heat their own property? How are they going to cope then? They can't go out, because if they go out, you might, get one of your jackbooted bootlickers on a bad day to go and drag them off the street and throw them away. So they're a mental health problem. That's the powers that you're passing right now. How are these people who are going to have their electric and gas bills run, most poor people, I hate to tell you this, Rishi Sunak and all you politicians down there in the House of Commons, but most poor people, they have a meter, an electric meter, a gas meter. They pay their cable bill on a monthly basis. They don't, have to not worry about it for 3 months like you do, who pay your bills. By the way, when you pay your bill and you're paying it in arrears, you get a discount in arrears. You're privileged. You pay less for your gas and electric than people who are actually paying it up front. Think about that. Just think about how fucked up that system is, in that if you're paying for stuff up front, you pay more for it in utilities than if you're paying in arrears because you've got a decent credit rating. Just think of how fucked up that is. And now think about those 76,628 people who are in a queue right now, trying to get on the universal credit system, desperate because their electric or their gas or their cable bill is about to get shut off. I'm already on my electric. The emergency you have to press. I'm already on it. I'm self-employed. I work from home. My money comes from the good people who support me. The public. When that goes off, I'm fucked. I've got like 69 pence in my bank account. What then? What are you going to say to us then? Yeah, you need to apply for universal credit. Go online. I've got no electric. Oh, well, we'll tell the electric they're going to put you on. Well, I've got no fucking cable because the cable have shut me off as well because I couldn't pay the bill. Do you see the point I'm trying to make? Nobody down there has got any fucking foresight whatsoever. How long before people can't heat their own property that you're asking them to fucking lock in themselves away with? How long before they can't heat their own homes because their gas has been shut off because they can't get any money to put £5 on the meter? How long before the electric is shut off so people can't fucking even put light on in their home to see the shit that the government is about to spew at them on the TV? How long before they can't pay their utility, their cable bill, so they can't go online and join the 76,628 people who are also in the queue and up shit creek without a fucking paddle? And why is it a guy in a council flat in the West Midlands who's surviving on less than £1,000 a week is the person asking these fucking questions when none of you down there have a clue what you're doing? Why is it? Why is it somebody in a council flat in the West Midlands can ask questions that you motherfuckers haven't, it won't even enter your noggins? Because you are so detached from real life, from how a real person in this fucking country lives, you haven't got a clue what you're doing or how you can help. Give people a UBI, you fucking assholes. Cut them checks, give them money now. You can do it. You can print the fucking money. Do it. Stop trying to bail out your buddies. Because all we see you do right now is divvying things up in the same fucking idiotic way that you always have, where you look after your own and you look after your fucking mates. And you know what? The plebs, they can scrap for scraps. That's what we see happening right now. People are fucking worried. They're scared. And they're shit scared that their electric and their gas is going to get turned off. What about that? Has any of you fucking stuck up pricks down there with a silver spoon shoved up your anus actually fucking thought about that? Of course not. Because you don't live with that worry in your fucking head like a normal person, average person in this country lives with. Get onto the electric companies, get on the gas companies and say, whatever you do to stop people, to shut people's electric and gas off, fucking stop that shit. Whatever you do to shut people's cable bill off, stop that shit for the foreseeable future. Otherwise, you're going to have people who can't cook. Otherwise, you're going to have people who are going to have to fucking light candles of a night time like it's World War II. And otherwise, you're going to have people who can't even go online and join the queue with 76,628 other people in. Because Richard fucking Branson, who right now is begging the government for a £7.5 billion bailout of his airline, has shut off the plebs cable bill because he couldn't afford to pay the 20 quid or whatever it is for his cable access this month. The fact that a guy from a council estate in the West Midlands is asking these questions and none of you fuckers down there, it's even, honestly, not a single fucking one of you has even thought of that. There's 650 of you MPs, not a single one of you will have thought of this. None of you. Help people. Stop trying to help your rich fucking friends. You assholes. Complete assholes.